1 second. Hey, Chris here from RealRideshareStories. If you're new and you're looking for different things within the rideshare industry, whether it's news, tips and tricks for passengers and drivers, or what actually happens on real rideshare rides, start now by hitting the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. So tonight is a live stream, so for anybody who's watching the replay after this is over, we're going to do all of what we're talking about right now, and then maybe questions and stuff, and hang out afterwards. So if you want to know what the actual information is, that's what we're going to be talking about right now. So as the thumbnail states, it looks like if you are hitting arrive too early on Lyft, if you're down the street and tap arrive and it's not within that radius and you do it too often, you might get deactivated from Lyft's platform. What's up, Lisa? What's going on, Uberman Tampa? No Limit Rideshare. How's everybody doing? So has anybody seen this before? In terms of an alert, if you tap arrive too early, just outside that radius. Now, a lot of drivers, what they will do is, as they're pulling up to the ride, to the pickup location, they will hit arrive. Some drivers are looking to see where they might be going and then cancel if they don't like the ride and continue on driving, while others will tap it and as they're pulling up, but it's just outside that range. And sometimes you have to tap it even though the pickup location is where you're supposed to be. It's just that where the pin is to where you have to pick them up is not in the right spot. And that happens all too often, especially in bar districts, airports, where if they don't know what they're doing, they put the pin in the wrong location or it swipes to a different spot, even though you know where you're supposed to be at the pickup locations. This can also happen at large events, especially if the pickup zone is like a street and you have to go down that and tap arrive before. So there's a lot of times when you actually have to tap arrive when you're not in that certain radius. So, sorry, just seeing a couple comments. Don't tap until you're there. Damn, people are dumb. Drivers do this so they can see where they're going. Yes, that's part of it. Hey, Genuine. But yeah, that's part of it, Uberman Tampa. Sometimes people do tap it early to see where they're going, and that's the reason why they're actually implementing this and putting it out there, because when you pull up to a place, but there are also times when you have to pick up a person that is outside that little radius because of whatever reason it might be. So like I said, with pickup zones, I know for when I pick up people after a Sabres game at the arena downtown in Buffalo, it's one street that you have to go down, and sometimes you can't get to that spot, or you're back further because there's 20, 30, 40 other cars trying to pick people up too. So everybody's kind of in line there. You got to tap arrive, and yeah, that can be technically too early, even though you're right there. It's just outside that radius. Also, like I said, with bar districts, if you are in between or trying to pick up somebody that's in between a couple of side streets, but you can't park on that main street and you want to park on the side street, that can also be considered out of the territory. So it's kind of a juggle. But yes, there are a lot of drivers out there who are tapping arrive before they actually get there, whether that's down the street or just before, to see exactly where they're going. And if they don't like where they're going, if it's either too short, too long, not the area they want to go in, or whatever it might be, they'll cancel and just continue driving. So that's where the problem is, and that's where the issue lies. So yeah, if you're doing that too much, too often, you could get deactivated. What's up, Uber Girl Paula? Yeah, Uber Girl Paula, sorry. Long day, gotta say that. If they just give us all the info ahead of time, there wouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that's very true. I hope what they're doing in California will come to the rest of the country. But again, that's all I've seen Lyft talking about, or I mean, Wow. That's all I've seen Uber talking about is the changes that they're making in California. I haven't seen anything from Lyft coming out yet in terms of what they're going to do in California. And we only have, what, 15 more days until the 1st. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what or if anything they're going to do in order to make changes to try to curtail AB5 like what Uber is doing. Maybe they'll wait till the last minute and see what their changes are. I don't know. Only time will tell. But yeah, this is on being on the Lyft platform. You think your comment was hidden? You should be careful because do it to people, be ready faster. I don't know. I didn't see anything come through, but somebody could accidentally hit it. The comment was, you should be careful because you do it for people to be ready faster. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I wouldn't mind doing that too. Every once in a while, I might hit it just before because maybe I know exactly where it is. And it's just trying to get them out a little bit quicker because depending on the pickup spot, you know, you could be, you might not be able to stay there too long. You might not be able to really stay there at all. You just kind of got to see what's going on. But the other thing, like I said, if you can't actually park on that street or in front of that spot and you got to go a little bit further away or a little bit before, you know, that can have an impact right there. You used to do it at the airport, Bam, because you were curious, but never. Hop skip straight to jail is now launched in Vegas. But yeah, that's the other thing with the airport. So again, like I said, with a line of cars, where our pickup spot is, it's a line of cars. And if you're at the back end of the line and you tap arrive, because they're doing construction at the first half of where the pin is supposed to be, where the actual pickup is, it'll pop up and show that it's too early and do you want to continue. So if you're doing a lot of airport runs and you're at the back of the line picking people up, then yeah, you could have that issue right there where you're seeing a lot of arrive too earlys, and it could have a real problem there. You don't trust AB5, and you don't see why people think it's going to be so great. Hey, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, hamster. You know, I think it's a money grab. I like the changes that Uber has come out and started making, which are things that should have already been happening, especially if you want to consider people independent contractors. I think there's more pressure to kind of curtail that law or to try to side skirt that law so then they can continue operating as independent contractors versus employees so they don't have to employ people. I mean, I hope that they're going to do a couple of different things to make it better, but not just in California, but in other parts of the country as well, and the world overall. I mean, I don't understand why they don't. But what do you guys think? How, for anybody who does drive Lyft, because there are some people who just drive Uber, anybody who does drive Lyft, how often do you actually hit the arrive button where it could be considered too early? And I don't remember what the radius is, but it's not really that far. You do this for scheduled rides, but the app gives extra time to the passenger. Yeah, it's what, 10 minutes, I think? I don't remember. I don't see too many scheduled rides in the middle of the night. You're in LA? Yeah, good luck. I mean, 2 weeks, good luck. It's gonna be something crazy. Did you see the video with you and Gio? It was great. He listened to you and you're live. Oh, I gotta see that. That's gonna be funny. How close is Donnie to 1K? I think he's getting there. He's almost there. You're at 626. Nice. So we can't arrive early. Detroit rockin', you can, but if you do it too often, it's probably going to keep a tally of X amount of rides that you've given. I don't know the exact details, but as you could see in the thumbnail, that alert is showing that if you hit the arrive button too early, yes, you could be deactivated for it. And it's Lyft's attempt to try to stop drivers from seeing where the ride's going as they're pulling up, because if they don't like the ride, they'll continue on and cancel. But there are also legitimate reasons when you actually need to tap the arrive button when you're not in that radius. It's this kind of catch-22 thing, but I believe it's within a certain amount of rides, kind of like how they do your ratings or the last 100 rides. So it's probably going to be a tally of that. I don't think it's going to be overall, because yeah, like I said, there are legitimate times when you do need to do it if you are not trying to do it to see where the ride's going and cherry pick that ride, because they're trying to prevent that type of thing from happening. So yeah, I don't know. Hey Beacon, what's going on? Your customers be very happy if you get there as quick as possible. Yeah, I mean, most people are. Although even though they sometimes don't, they're not ready. And if you watched Dustin's live just a few minutes ago, he just did a video on that where it was talking about a person ordered a ride and then asked them if they could come like 25-30 minutes later instead. And that's like a big no. That's a go there, wait 5, cancel, collect, and drive. Hey Pat, how you doing? How are the night weeks for you in Buffalo? Do you make okay money? Summer, not so much. Winter is much more active because there's a lot less drivers out on the road, which is great. There's a lot more people out who want rides. It's colder, it's snowing. Yeah, so usually the nights are pretty good. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, you know, I could probably go out around 8 or so, go out for like 4 or 5 hours, you know, go home with over $100. For the most part, not always. Sometimes it's a little bit slower. But yeah, it's usually not too bad on the weeknights, and then the weekends are usually much busier. So it just depends on what's going on and, you know, all the events that are going on. You just got to pay attention to what's going on around you, know what's going on, know the area, know the market, and you can make money pretty much anywhere. Sometimes though, certain areas are flooded, and if you want to do this and make money, you might want to look at going to another area if you're close by and able to, and only if it makes financial sense. So if you're driving X amount of miles and you're putting those miles on your car, you know, with gas, with time, all that good stuff, you need to factor all that stuff in if you are not in a good area in terms of driving or doing any side gig. Sad we don't even know what or how things are changing. Like, hey, let's let them know last minute. Yeah, pretty much. Absolutely. So Nick, Chris's girl loves the paranormal. Yes, she does. It's funny, we actually have some pretty good conversations like that sometimes. So 69, that's your number 2, Lisa. Man, for sure. All right, so Amazon is hurting lots of scam and go free money this season. Oh, that, yeah, I could absolutely imagine that, Uberman Tampa. Hey, Will, how's it going? Why is there even option arrives too early? Well, Uber and Lyft do things differently. So if you are within a certain, I'll talk about Uber first. Uber, when you arrive at within a certain radius, that's when the countdown clock begins automatically. And sometimes the pin and where you are a little too far, and sometimes you can't drive to the pin. So Lyft kind of has a little bit different of a take when you arrive. So instead of just auto starting or auto arriving, however you want to say it, you as a driver tap the arrive button, and that is to kind of prevent or circumvent if that pin is too far from where you are. So sometimes drivers, what they'll do is, depending on whether it's legitimate or just trying to scan the ride itself, they'll hit arrive before they actually arrive. And usually it's just before, as they're pulling down the street, or very, very close. It's just outside that certain radius. And sometimes they're trying to cherry pick rides, but sometimes it's legitimate, depending on if the pin is too far away from where you can park. So there are legitimate things for it. Don't worry if you do this 1 or 2 times or a couple of times, it's not looking like it's going to cause a negative effect to you in any way, shape, or form. If you see this warning and you are doing it legitimately, because you cannot get to that pin location for whatever reason, just contact Lyft support and let them know, a couple of times what is going on or what's happening. And if they have to move the pin for some reason, maybe, like I said, for the airport, like I said, for my airport right now, we have construction half of the pickup zone. So where the pin actually is and where you have to park, if you're in the back half of that waiting line, you will be considered arriving too early and have to hit continue on. So yeah, there's reasons for it. I do like that option because, like I said, when I'm driving Lyft and if I can't get to the pin for whatever reason, it's able to at least start that countdown timer. So if that 5 minutes goes up, then I can cancel, I can collect, and then I can go on to the next ride. What's up, Raymond? Paul, got flagged for being an unsafe driver. I'm assuming a false report. Raymond, I'm good. How you doing? Lyft riders get notified at 1 mile out. Yes, they do. And then Lyft, I think, does it, or Uber does it, 2 minutes out or something, time frame. William, do most drivers turn off the voice for navigation? I feel more comfortable with when it's on. Is it considered rude? That's up to you as a driver. That's your call. I keep mine on too. My phone runs my Bluetooth, which runs the music that I play and the navigation. I do that for a specific reason, that I play it through the car, that I can hear things where I'm going. Sometimes when I'm talking with my passengers, you might not necessarily hear if it's through the phone or if it's low. So I keep it on the audio in the car. That's up to me. Also, if the passengers don't like it, I don't get why, because at least they know that they're going in the right direction. And if there's, for some reason, like construction or something that they know of, and say, oh, hey, you don't want to turn there, you got to go a little bit further, that's fine. That's good with me. Also, it's going to help you as a driver know if they cancel the ride too early. Now, that doesn't happen too often, but it has been making a little bit of a comeback when it comes to passenger scams, where they'll order the ride and then they'll cancel mid-ride, so they only pay a portion of the ride versus the whole thing. And that's something that you want to watch out for. So yeah, make sure. Hey, Will, you had a Uber passenger say she was not notified when you were there and was a minute away, contacted Uber support and the ride to explain the situation. You know what? I get that too, Will. There's actually quite a few times I get that, where people will say, or even call me or say something and say, oh, I didn't even know you were here. It showed the GPS was down the street. Which, yeah, I can see that happening very easy, because sometimes the GPS screws up quite a bit. I don't know why, but yes, it does. I can see that. Sometimes if you want, you can always send a message or something to them saying, hey, I've arrived, I'm here. So at least it lets them know. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Passengers can be rude. Yeah. Been following you for when you had less than 100 followers. Hey, thank you. I believe that is correct. Yes, I remember you making a few comments a long time ago. But yes, thank you. Big extra shout out to all you guys for hitting the 5,000K mark today. Right when I woke up this morning and I saw it, it was 5,002 subs. So I appreciate and thank everybody who watches the channel, who's a subscriber to the channel. And yeah, it's really cool. It's a great milestone. On to the next milestone of hitting 10K. But to show my appreciation to everybody, Friday I will be doing a live stream for giving away a B2W or Blue Sky C dual dash camera. Whether you're a driver or not, it doesn't matter. It's a great thing to have a dash camera recording just in case anything does happen, whether it's forward facing, you know, with accidents or anything, or if you're driving, what actually happens in the car. So I will be giving that away on Friday. The live stream will be starting around 8:30, or I'm sorry, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, which will be about 2:30 Pacific Time. But yeah, it's going to be about 5:30. I don't know exactly when yet, only because there's a few things going on Friday, and when I have the ability to make sure I can start that live stream, I'm going to probably give everybody a little bit of time so they can get on, make sure they're on, and participate in it. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So as an appreciation for you guys. So I do appreciate all that and want to say thank you. What's going on with Lyft shared and Uber pool rides? How come passengers getting killed or hurt on those rides? Honestly, it's too many people who have different thoughts of opinions and probably under the influence of something else, where they're in an altered state of mind or suffer from some sort of illness. And when you get people in close quarters who disagree with each other, can have some serious problems and issues. Now, with that being said, most rides all over the place, whether it's shared, whether it's a regular, an X, a Lux, anything like that, is going to be nearly none happening, meaning about 99.9-ish%. There will be no problems whatsoever. But yes, there could be a lot of verbal arguments in the car. There could be a lot of people who are just uncomfortable, say uncomfortable things, and do uncomfortable things. And I mean, when you put people into small confined quarters like a vehicle, it can have some real defensive and offensive actions. I mean, is there anything to mitigate that or to de-escalate those situations? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could think about it in different ways, but I mean, that's something we all have to kind of think about and come up with things together when it comes to it. Do you have an email address? You're very helpful, and keep in touch if you have quick questions. Yeah, it's always in the link in the description below. It's RealRideshareStories@gmail.com. So if anybody wants to email me, that is it, RealRideshareStories@gmail.com. And you can email me. Or I always try to go live a couple times a week, so you can always participate also in the live streams and do questions and answers and fun things like that. At the beginning of every live stream, I always talk about what I'm talking about in the thumbnail and the title, and then it usually goes into a Q&A type or hangout type live stream where we just hang out for a little while. So either way, it can happen those ways. But yeah, it's RealRideshareStories@gmail.com. Go Bills, yes. Saturday, 4:30 is the game, I think. The only thing I win is bills in the mailbox. Oh, come on, man. I'm going to pull a Donnie right there. Come on, man. You can't even win a damn dollar. You know, Scott, you got to have a little bit different of an attitude, man. Gotta change that attitude up a little bit. Gotta be a little more positive, my friend. Life can be really good. You just gotta find that positive aspect of things, my friend. Go Bears. Are the Bears even in the playoffs? Are they in the playoff picture? I don't even know. Cleaned the carpet today. A mud pit was cleaner. I arrive too early all the time to peek where they're going. Yeah, Vin. I mean, sometimes you do that, but as long as you're not canceling the ride or cherry picking, I don't think you're going to have too much of a problem. But yeah, just watch out if you are doing that, because, hey, as you see on the thumbnail, it could lead to a deactivation for you. So you want to watch out there. You got a better attitude, constantly getting heartbroken. Sorry, my friend. I've been there. It's tough. You know, I mean, sometimes you got to press on and, you know, try to just surround yourself with not only, you know, positive aspects in life. Positive people is a fantastic thing. Cutting out people who are toxic, cutting out people who are negative. And they can be really close. They can be family. They can be close friends. Whatever it might be. They could be a significant other. I mean, if it's a toxic person, cut them out. I can constantly evaluate who's in my life, and if people aren't adding value to it or helping or backing, you know, I'm sorry, I don't make time for those people. I like positive, uplifting people where I try to help positive and uplift others as well. So yeah, if you can do that, you know, things can definitely change and be a little bit better, my friend. You fight daily, you hang around people who are nice like you. Hey, thanks. And yeah, I hope. How about them Bills? Hey, Chelsea. Cheatriots. I don't know how you'd say that, but yeah. You know, I really want to know what they're going to do about that whole situation when they were filming on the sidelines for Spygate 2.0. They got to be doing something. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Go Giants. Ooh, you're in Jersey, close to New York. I feel bad for you, my friend. Raymond, what are they? Three wins, I think, this season. I know they need a offense right there, or I mean a defense right there. Hopefully over the offseason, that's what they do. There's a lot of things that they can change around. So, but yeah, it's what are we? All right. Sorry, I was just scrolling back in some of the comments there. But yeah, now do you guys? Hey, Rick, how you doing? How's it going? Now, what do you guys? It's all a distraction. Ooh. Now, what do you guys do? What do you think about this? Do you hit the arrive button a little early, whether you're pulling up, to actually do it for a legitimate purpose and just saying, hey, I'm pulling up. So when I'm pulling up, you're able to walk out instead of waiting. Or do you do this to see where you're going? Just kind of get a little peek and not cherry pick, or do you cherry pick? Let me know what you guys do. Sometimes I do it a little early, but usually, like I said, it's as I'm pulling up to the house. So it's usually within that radius. But yeah, sometimes, like I said, there are legitimate times where you have to hit it early. And I don't think it's going to be something that you're going to know right off the bat. In terms of like how often you can and can't do it. Rick's views and reviews. Entertainment just like WWF. Drivers are getting deactivated by Christmas, which is messed up. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, though, they deactivate drivers all the time for just about a lot of different reasons. Sometimes I don't even want to say some of the reasons, especially when it comes to false reports, because I don't want to give any passenger who might watch or anybody who's trying to scam the benefit or the thought process of using that on any other driver out there. So I always keep false reports to a very hush-hush. And that's something I probably will never really share or make a list of to put out there. So go to Bumlot, you'll see lots of reasons. You cherry pick only in regards to mean or crazy passengers, not destination problems before they get in the car. Brick, 100% right there with you. I am right there with you. Just leave the app running. My old boss and friend at Speedway today asked what's up. She said about 5, 6. Your old boss, a friend at Speedway today. I asked her what's up. She said about 5'6". Huh. I don't know what you mean there. He picked up a passenger with Uber recently and took him to the store. He didn't know how to request a new ride. You said you'll wait. Then once he was ready to go, you accidentally hit end ride. Whoops. I mean, how didn't he? I mean, didn't he order the ride? So how wouldn't he know how to request a new ride? That one, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me right there. If he ordered a ride and he doesn't know how to request a new ride, yeah, that's I don't know. Will only wait if there are cool packs. Yeah, right there. That's definitely a smart thing. I mean, depending on where they're going or what they're doing, there's a video that I'm going to be doing in the next, I don't know, probably in the week or so. It was about a rider who took a person for a long ride, and then they asked to wait for him for a while, and then took them back as a round trip. And you know, this person ended up doing it, but yeah, it was just all the details I'll get into that video. It was just a unique situation, and one of those types of videos is kind of something that I'll put out there to see what you guys would do to help you think if you get into that sort of situation. Sorry again, long day. Yeah, you called Uber and told them they adjusted the fare to take them back to the pickup location. That's pretty cool if that happens. Do you drive through requests? Do you do drive-through requests? Raymond, what do you mean? Like going through the drive-through at like McDonald's? I don't like doing that. I mean, yeah, I'll answer that if that's what you mean. I don't know. But if you're talking about like a drive-through at like McDonald's or Taco Bell or something, I don't like doing drive-throughs in any way, only because it can be a long time that you're waiting there. And you know, I did Uber Eats when it first started in my area, when they were doing promotions, when it made good money. You know, they were doing like a $3 promotion and then like a $4 promotion on top of that, on top of the fare itself. So it was pretty lucrative. But when you're sitting in McDonald's drive-through parking lot at 11:30 at night and there's surge going on down the street because of something going on, and you're sitting there waiting, it doesn't make sense to do. And, you know, just sitting in the drive-through, you're not making any type of money there. But yeah, it's up to you if you want to do that or not. I don't like doing it personally. Usually if they want to go somewhere, I have them go inside and I park, and then they can go into the place and do that. Or I'll just tell them, look, I can't take you because it's not in the app, or if the wait's too long, something like that. And I can just say, oh, I got another ride request coming in. And usually people are pretty understanding about that. Sometimes you're going to get the occasional asshole and probably get a low rating, but I don't give a shit about low ratings whatsoever, because honestly, they don't make a difference in the grand scheme of things. Have I ever delivered an envelope or something smaller on Uber or Lyft? I actually haven't. I've seen a lot of people that do take packages or things like that, but I've never actually had that yet, and I think it's mostly because I drive at night. Although there could be some things, I mean, when it comes to packages and things like that, if you're taking, I want to know what I'm taking, because I'm not going to take something that I shouldn't be taking. And if I get pulled over with that in the car, you know, that can pose a real problem, and that is surely not worth the risk. So it's going to depend on what it is. But no, I actually haven't ever had that happen in any ride whatsoever. How about you? Do you let people sit in front? Yeah, I don't prefer it. I like when people sit in the back. Most of the time, if people ask, hey, is it cool? Then usually they're actually like a cool person. I've never really had somebody who's going to be off the wall or anything if they ask if it's cool to sit up front. At that point, I don't have the problem. If you want to stop people from sitting up front, if you don't like it or don't want them, put stuff on the seat or put the seat all the way up. And then that way it will kind of deter people from sitting up front, usually because if they see that there's no leg room or anything, they'll go into the back or they'll kind of get the hint, or if you actually store stuff on the front seat. Those are a couple of ways. So if you don't want people up front, that will help them to go in the back. So you can try those things. Your life is a bit nutty, actually. Paula, we got to talk. I saw you in Beacon's live stream the other day, and I want to say, if you ever need anything, you got my number. Give me a call. Text me, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. If you need anything or if you got a vent, if you need some words of encouragement, shoot me a text or give me a call. You don't see Chell. No, Chelsea is my girlfriend, and she's on the live stream. She commented earlier. I don't know if she's still on or not. Oh, she is. Your first year on Halloween, someone ordered a ride for their friend, and the friend wanted to go to the cemetery. You were hesitant about the destination, basically because you want to keep the passenger happy. Okay, that's a unique place to go in Halloween. I mean, I can see it. So yeah, I mean, most of those rides are drug deals. Yep, yeah, they are. And that's talking about packages, Genuine. So Genuine just commented that. Sorry, I made the really weird transition there. In the last car, you had a lot of grease stains from the crap, no drive-through. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, it's going to be up to each individual driver what you want to do. That's the difference between drivers. There's a lot of discrepancy on what they allow and don't allow in the rides. Like, some drivers will allow people to eat and drink in the car. Other drivers will say zero food in the car. You know, there's a lot of things there. And usually these rules are in place for a reason from drivers. Some drivers will not change the radio. Some will not allow you to touch it whatsoever. Yeah, there's a lot of things, and, you know, it is up to each individual driver. So I will never tell other drivers what they should and shouldn't do when it comes to their own vehicle. I'll tell you what I do or what I think for myself. And if you just need the validation or the verification to kind of do the same thing, that's up to you. But it's always up to you and what you want to do. Just remember, never take crap from a passenger. If they try to get you to do anything that's against terms of service, that's where I'll tell you, don't do that stuff, because that could lead you to deactivation. It could give you a ticket, and it could give you a real headache if you know, you assume the liability of insurance. Those risks are not worth the few dollars that a passenger will be paying you for that ride. So just watch out there. The joys of live streaming. Yeah, absolutely, Paula, 100%. I mean, anyone ever vomit in the car? Yes, I've had it happen twice, once on Lyft, once on Uber. And the crazy part is they were each 1 week away from each other. So it was one Thursday night it happened, and then the following Thursday night it happened. But, you know, all you do, just take pictures right away, submit it to the company. Yeah, you're going to get knocked off for the rest of the night, but submit it right away and get your cleaning fee. Then I automatically will take it to the closest gas station around that's open, vacuum it all up, vacuum it out whatever way I can, and then I have upholstery cleaner in my car, so I can just clean that right up and disinfect it with some disinfectant that I have too. But That's before I started carrying around puke bags. Now what I do is I have one puke bag that's really easy to get in side panel right here. And then I have in my center console, I have 3 puke bags that I can pull out. So if I see anybody who appears to even be remotely close to getting sick, I just hand them that and say, look, if you get sick in any way, shape, or form, first try to tell me to pull over and I will pull over. If not, here you go. And if usually then at that point, nothing will happen. Never had to use one. But if you don't have the puke bags, I do recommend them. I do have links to them in the description below. Let me pull this out real quick so you can see. Now it's like that, and the nice thing is you could twist it, and it's got the little tabs, so you can twist it. It doesn't stink then, and then they can take it with them as they leave. So I highly recommend that. Use an ejection button. Yes, 100%. You should do like the airlines, $25 per bag. You use Wegmans bag for puke bags. Rideshare Lisa, watch out with that because sometimes they will have little holes in them. So you want to just double check and triple check to make sure that there are no holes in those the folds there, because yeah, sometimes they can, but it is a good option to use if you need it. Also, the big Ziploc bags, like the freezer bags, those are good alternatives as well too. You can go get a 50-pack or something at the store for, you know, X amount of dollars. You could even get a 10-pack or a 5-pack or something, and you know, you'll probably have them for quite a while, but those work really well. You know, you could put a lot of liquid in there and nothing will happen. So those big freezer bags from Ziploc will work perfectly for it as well too. Ziploc see-through for extra fun, yes. Oh man, still trying to send the video to you. You won't give up. Reboot computer repairs. You can send it via Dropbox. If you upload it to Dropbox and then just share it with my email, that's one way to do it. I think you can do it via Google Drive as well too. So you can upload it right to Google Drive if you have a Gmail account, and then if you do, you can just share it with me as well too, and it's RealRideshareStories@gmail.com. So you can do that if you haven't tried either of those options yet, but those two do work with the upload. So how does it feel getting your cancellation fee stolen? Boosted. If that happens, I call Uber or Lyft right away, and I'm right on top of that. With cancellation fees, you know what? Hey, that's your money right there. Where can you buy puke bags? I have a link in the description below, so you can go in the description, scroll down a little bit, it'll say the puke bags in there. You can get the ones that I have, or like I said, you could go to the store, get Ziploc bags, and both of those will work. I could say, yeah, you could use the plastic bags that you get at store, but inspect those very well, because they can get holes in them very easily if something pinches it or if something presses in too hard. So just double and triple check the plastic bags from grocery stores just in case, because you don't want that to happen. You would love to learn how to mute the faces in the videos. What do you mean? Like censor out faces, like what I do on videos? Or what? Yeah, use Chris's code, thanks. You could go, yeah. Telegram app can send videos. I think I have Telegram too. I have quite a few. But Google Drive or Dropbox work the best because I can just download it straight to my computer from at that point. Another thing that you could do too is you can upload it to YouTube on your channel because everybody who has a YouTube does have a channel. You just have to do it as unlisted, and then you can share the link with me, and I can download it via an outside website. That is another option you can do. But if you don't want to upload it to YouTube, or you're not sure how to do that, just do it to Dropbox or Google Drive. Both of those work just as well. If you work at the airport or for an airline, you can get air sick bags for free, even if you work for a cabin grouping company. That's good to know. That's real good to know. So anybody who can get those for free, go for it and get them. They work really well. I mean, airlines use them for a reason. A woman almost puked in your bark bag, but didn't. She took the bark bag and assisted her sleeping friend to wake up. Well, that's good. If she's not doing that. Vu still in pain. Missing your stream, Uber girl. Oh. Yeah, Uber girl, Paula, when are you going to have some more music streams? Those are always fun. I love them. DRR, and you use Google Drive. It works great. Yeah, I mean, so anybody who has any stories or anything that they want to share, or if you want to record yourself talking like this on the camera, by all means, you can share a story that way as well, too. Whatever it is, you know, you could share it and then upload it via Google Drive or Dropbox, and then just share it with me. Any way, shape, or form. If you want to talk about a story, I also have a lot of things that or stories that I have from other people that have either emailed me or put it in Facebook groups. Some really crazy and interesting stories. So I'm going to start putting those together as videos as well too, and kind of talk about that, just because, yeah, there's a lot of crazy things that are happening out there. So we're going to be sharing those as well very soon too. Genuine, thank you very much. I'm not going to take the credit. Congrats here. I'm going to take give you guys all the congratulations and the thank you very much for helping me hit 5K. And again, for anybody who may have come late or just hanging out but didn't hear the announcement earlier, on Friday at between 5 and 5:30, I'm going to start the live stream, and that's Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, Friday, December 20th. I'm not sure exactly what time I'm going to start, but I'm going to be doing a dash cam giveaway, which is the Blue Sky C B2W dual dash camera. So if you don't have a dash cam, if you want an upgrade dash cam, whatever it is, or if you even don't drive and you want a dash cam because it's good for insurance purposes and things like that, you can have your luck at getting a dash cam on Friday from me, as just a nice little thank you and a Christmas present, I guess, because hopefully if once I get you the information, I will ship it out. Hopefully that'll be Saturday and I can ship it out, and it might arrive right around, you know, Christmas or just before or after that. So it just depends on where you're at. Live streaming is lit. 100%. Have a good night, Genuine. You ship to Canada. If you win, you're going to get it shipped to you. I'm just going to go to the local post office and ship it out from there. So you will get it if you live in Canada. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take, or any part of the world. I mean, all I'm going to do is put it into a box, put the address on, and then send it that way. So whatever that equals, I don't know. I don't know where in the world it might go, so anybody can win. It doesn't matter. Thanks, Paula. You don't have no stinking dash cam, but you got a stinking cute pit bull. You do have a cute pit bull. I like watching them on the live streams, going up to the window and all that. That's funny. You need dash cam for interior. Yes, highly recommended. So yeah, be there on Friday, where I'll be giving the camera away. Probably, you know, once I start going live, I'm going to give some time for everybody to get there, get on live, probably hang out a little bit beforehand, and, you know, maybe 15-20 minutes, let everybody get on, and then everybody, once that happens, I will tell you the exact rules on what we're going to be doing, but it'll be a fun little game, and whoever is the winner of the dash camera. And yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit fun. The new iPhone 11. I don't have the iPhone 11. I have the iPhone X. FYI, all shipments need to be in by the 20th via express mail to be delivered by Christmas. Well, it'll be just a little after then. That's all right, but it'll be kind of like an after Christmas present, I guess, then for you guys, for some lucky winner. Spin the wheel type thing, trivia, something like that. I'll let you know on Friday, but it will be fun, probably. Let's just say it'll be something kind of similar to, I can't say that because it'll give it away. Yeah, I can't say that. You'll have to wait until then to get it, to understand or to know. All right. Wow, we're at 50 minutes already. It's crazy what time can go. You have under 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. What app can you use to live stream on YouTube? You can actually do it right from your desktop. So if you have a webcam, you can do live streams already. You just have to use certain software like OBS, Streamlabs, Stream Element, something like that. If you want to stream on your phone under 1,000 subscribers, you can use Streamlabs OBS. You can use Stream Elements. There's another one. I can't think of what it is right now. Streamlabs OBS is probably the easiest to understand and know because you can link it between the desktop and your cell phone. So it's the easiest to kind of learn and understand, and it's very similar to OBS. And that's one of the nice things that I'm going to be doing very soon too. Instead of being in my vehicle, wasting my gas sitting here for the last 50 minutes, I will actually be in my new office that I've been putting together and streaming directly from there and doing some cool things with, you know, just transitions and putting videos on the live streams. So, you know, I might do like a couple of rides where we can do not only reactions live, and all that fun stuff within the video itself. I can share the screen, so there's a lot of stories and videos and stuff that I can do, which it's gonna really open up on there because I have a whole nice little setup that I'm getting going there. So yeah, the desktop honestly is really the best option because there's so many different things you can do. But if you want to do it from your phone, yeah, do the Streamlabs OBS or Stream Elements, which is a web-based platform that you can do to stream. Yay, new office. Yeah, it's great. No, he wouldn't eat. Ooh, well, I hope the pup is hopefully does better soon. He's a very good boy, and let me spray him. He hates it, but he lets you. And why does Dustin sit in his van? What's the story with that? You know, probably because he's got 4 kids. I'm assuming that's what it is. Probably just to get out a little bit. You know, before he moved, okay, so with Dustin right now, because he's in a temporary house in Jersey, he's looking for another house. Once he gets that all set up, he's probably going to be doing live streams like he was doing in his garage back in Florida. So he's been doing that, and he's going to probably be doing that again once he gets in the house. But yeah, sitting in, and he also doesn't stream for an hour like I do sometimes. Sometimes he does, but usually they're like 15-20 minutes, so it's not as bad. He's slacking on it. What? What am I slacking on, Chelsea? Giving birth to, hey, Donnie, giving birth to 1K. Is it a boy or a girl? I want to know, Donnie, what number are you at currently? I can't see it right now because I'm on my phone. What's going on? Yay, new office. Yeah, I missed something somewhere in the comments. What's up? What's up? Come on, man. So his kids don't bother him. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. I kind of figured it was the 4 kids thing. I am setting it up. I'm in the middle of it. All I have to do, here's the fun part. I don't have the internet at my house, but I'm waiting for the internet to get to my house. Long story about that. But once I get the internet actually in my house, I just stream everything LTE on my phone because I have unlimited data. You know, I'm grandfathered into the AT&T plan. And so I'm like, I don't need the internet for a while, but now I really want to step up the live stream game and do a lot of fun things there. Just because live is fun. You get to interact with everybody much more than just in the comments itself on a regular video. So I wanted to transition to that. And it's just a lot of fun. So I'm waiting for the internet to get to my house. Once that happens, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun and really cool and a lot more comfortable. Congrats on 5K. Thank you, thank you much, my friend. Only got to get to 4K plus 80. All right, so Donnie, if you haven't gone to Donnie's channel, make sure to go and subscribe to Donnie. He's trying to get to 1K. He's at about 920 right now, so he's getting up there, which is awesome. You're the agent when you get there. It's going to be a miracle once it happens. Come on, it's been, what, 2 years? You optimize a few more videos for you, Donnie. Hey, there you go, perfect. Uberman Tampa is helping out Donnie on optimizing certain things. Oh, he's at 918, all right. 82 more to go. So yes, anybody who wants to go over to Donnie's channel, come on, man. He ain't doing it. He will do it. I had to throw a Uberman Tampa like quote in there. Sam, what do you think about Uber expanding their service to helicopter to transport people in the metropolis? So far, that's only in New York City. I'm sure it's going to go to other areas as well too. Hey, if they want to do that, let them. They're just trying to do different things, put their name on different transportation things. It's probably a lot to do with PR, but the helicopter thing can make sense if you can afford it, especially in like New York City traffic. If you need to go from a certain spot in town to, say, the airport, that's a fantastic fast way to go because you don't have to spend, you know, upwards of an hour or so driving through traffic, and if things are a problem, plus getting there and going through security checkpoints and stuff, it can be pretty crazy. You know, I've flown out of New York when I was there a few times. I was in the Bronx, you know, flying out of JFK, so luckily we had a morning flight. I think it was like 6 a.m. and we had to leave the place in the Bronx at like 3 a.m. just to make sure we could get there on time and go through security and all that fun jazz. So, you know, it's a whole different beast. And if you can afford that and you can do it, hey, that's going to be a pretty cool way to go. Plus, helicopters are just fun. It gives you a nice view of the city on top of it. It's a lot better than, you know, getting stuck in traffic and all that fun jazz. Sensei, hey, how you doing? He's got another great channel. Make sure you go over to Driver Sensei's. He had a really good video put together about not accepting cash rides and really broke it down a lot. So if you had any questions about cash rides, go over there, check out his video. It was really good. Chris making things happen. Hell yeah. Trying to get to 100. Rideshare Lisa, yes, she's got another channel. She just started posting videos. Everybody knows Rideshare Lisa when it goes to live streams and comments on videos and that. She's always there. She's a mod in, I think, just about every single Uber and Lyft and gig economy rideshare YouTube channel. So she's putting videos out there now too. She's almost at 100 subscribers already. So we can all help everybody get a little bit better, a little bit higher, which is awesome. Yes, I hit the 5,000 subscriber milestone earlier today. So thank you very much to everybody. That's awesome. Always on point. Check her out. We got a good fam. Yep. Hey, Jim, what's going on? Jim's in the house. And Uberman Tampa, he's on here. He's got some great videos too. Not just Uber and Lyft. He talks about things with Amazon, talks about things with, you know, how to even optimize YouTube itself. So if you have YouTube videos and you want to optimize your channel to, you know, reach more people and kind of get it more popular, he has some great information on that stuff. So go hit up Uberman Tampa. Anybody else who's got a channel? I mean, Bam was on here earlier. Bam. So, I mean, everybody's hanging out. It's a good time. But yeah, anything else? Last few minutes, last few comments, anything? 3 years. Oh, has it been that long? I don't even know. You need the internet in your house. Love doing videos at home. Yeah. All right, yeah. Any last few comments, anything? Gotta help Beacon get to 1K. Yeah, where's Beacon at? I don't even remember what he's at. He's at a couple hundred now, right? Something like that. Also, another one is Rideshare Trixter. He's got a good channel, John. Him and I are going to be doing a couple of things after the new year together. Beacon, you're 220. Nice. Yeah. He's got, I mean, he's crazy. He'll do like 10, 12-hour live streams like it's nothing. Just about anytime you go online and check him out, he's gonna probably be live. He's probably live right now. I don't know. But hey Chip, how's it going? Uber Bill. All right, yeah, but any last few comments, questions, concerns, anything? Anything about what we were talking about earlier with the thumbnail about arriving too early or outside the zone, or anything else, whatever you want to talk about. Last few minutes, we're going to wrap it up real quick and do that. That's Sanity Beacon can go 10 hours and people just want more and more. Will you be able to touch your toes? Yoga. You could try doing some yoga and some stretching. That might help you out. I don't know. Or if you just kind of do something, if you didn't see, I kind of touched, but I'm also not doing it where I'm standing up straight, so I cheated. Kind of like the Patriots. Yes, it's the Bills versus the Patriots Saturday, which will be a really cool game. Hopefully the Bills can actually pull out a victory in Foxborough, which would be amazing. That would be really cool. We'll see what happens. But it would be nice to see 11-3 both, or no, I'm sorry, 11-4 for both teams going into the final week, where both teams play the Jets and the Dolphins, which will be, you know, unfortunately, probably an easy win for the Patriots. But if somehow the Dolphins could win, you know, that'd be awesome. I think the world is rooting for the Bills. Yeah, pretty much anybody who's against, I mean, everybody's against New England. So any team that New England is playing, everybody wants the other team to win. So it's pretty fun there. People just snarled at me for wiping his feet. Does anyone want your Postmates bag? There you go. If anyone wants Driver Sensei's Postmate bag, there you go. You tried yoga? Well, then I don't know. I mean, continue doing it, I guess. You're too fat to touch your toes. Oh, come on. You put your socks on. You're touching your toes there. I don't want to hear it. You just might be cheating if you're not doing it straight toe or straight legged. I don't even know if I could touch my toes. All right. But yeah, gonna wrap it up. So any last question, comments right there. You're supposed to have answers. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll bullshit an answer, you know. But I'll let you know if it's bullshit. It's physically impossible to touch your toes. You're 5'10", but your wingspan is 5'6". Maybe. I'm trying to think there. No, I mean, you probably could, because your head would be, what, 8 inches or so, maybe a little more, 10 inches. So you should probably be able to do that. It's physically impossible to touch your for all those burgers that get in the way. What about the Subway sandwiches that you go to Subway for after? Yep, Rick, we're going to get right there. Don't worry, my friend. You missed the live streams because you missed the notifications. Yeah, I don't know, but hey, Lisa, you got on pretty early, so. Oh, you're talking about, okay. Should have scrolled up a little more. All right, so yeah, again, thank you again for hitting the 5K mark. Couldn't do it without all you guys. Awesome support. Love the community. Love hanging out with you. That's why these live streams go so long. It's just a lot of fun. Really good time. You caught me. It's 550 pounds. Hey, you know what? That's cool. I mean, get up, do a little bit of walking. I don't know what's going on there. But hey, we'll support you any way we can, Chip. Any way you want to be supported, let me know. That's because you're an awesome channel. Well, thank you. But yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody out there who hit that subscribe button. Also to everybody who rings the bell for notification. If you are, this is a overall thing for all channels out there on YouTube. YouTube has recently changed some of their settings and some of their things where they're wiping certain subscribers out if they deem them not active or something anymore. And even if you are active, check all of your subscribed channels. So if you subscribe to, say, me, to Dustin, to King of Random, to PewDiePie, to whoever, and you want to you're not getting notifications, you're not seeing them up, make sure you check out the channel and see if you are still subscribed. If you want to be notified, make sure you ring the bell for notifications and have the setting directly to what you want, because yes, YouTube will change those settings, and they've been changing settings over the last 2 or so weeks in their latest round. So if you aren't seeing channels that you normally see, just go back, recheck them, make sure. And that's just for everybody's channel. I've been getting a few people saying that are commenting that for some reason they weren't subscribed to my channel anymore, so they had to resubscribe. But yeah, check that on any channel you do subscribe and you want it, and make sure you hit that ring, or make sure you hit that bell so you can be notified for any notifications. And then also for mine with live streams, and you can hang out, have a good time. Can you view this later? Yes, I always keep the live streams on. Once it's finished processing, you should be able to go back. You could probably actually scroll back right now and continue watching all the way through. But yeah, all my live streams always stay on the channel. Doesn't matter what they are. I never delete anything. So it's that way, Steven. Yeah, no active subscribers are gone. Yeah, so some people lost quite a bit. They still don't work. I was on. Yeah, I don't, Lisa, I don't know. Next time you're in town, we'll get together and see if we can figure that out. But yeah, let me know. And yeah, like I said, Chip, if you need anything, let me know in any way, shape, or form. If you're getting some good laughs and all that, great, I'm happy. But if you need anything else, let me know. As well, you got these rigid selvage denim, one size too small. They will force to lose a pound. They are so stiff to walk around like Frankenstein. Papawa, great phone charger. Good tip. Oh, PowerPod. Okay, great phone charger. All right, Frank and Rick, nice. All right, guys, and then also again, remember this Friday, December 20th. between 5 and 5:30. I don't know the exact time of when I'm going to go live yet. It'll probably be somewhere around 5:15, 5:20, but I just want to give you that window. Friday, December 20th. Yeah, December 20th. I'm going to be doing a live stream where I'm going to be giving away the Blue Sky C B2W dash camera to one lucky winner who's in the live stream at the time. So you make sure you want to be there if you want a dash camera. If not, if you don't want a dash camera and you win, you want to sell it, hey, that's cool. That's up to you. But yeah, it will be on Friday, and it's just a nice special thank you to all the subscribers hitting that 5K milestone. And you know what? Here's the thing. We're going to continue on. I'm going to try to go to the 10K mark now. That's the next milestone that I'm trying to hit. So now it's on to 10K. And then there's some awesome other channels out here that are on, who are putting out some great content that are trying to hit their next. Driver Sensei, how am I selecting? I will let everybody know on Friday. We're going to play a fun little game. So I'm going to let everybody know exactly what's going on Friday's live stream. We'll probably hang out 15-20 minutes, let everybody get in. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit all notifications on the bell so you'll be notified when I do. But just in case, again, it's going to be somewhere between 5 and 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is about 2 to 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. And, you know, you're going to kind of have to go, if you're elsewhere in the world, you're going to have to kind of figure out what time zone that is, because I can't figure out all 24 time zones for you. But yes, just so you know. But Sensei, I will give you all of that. Canceling your blind date, gotta get a dash cam. Sorry, lady. That's awesome. I love hearing that. Oh, that's great. Watch Steve and I on December 28th. Okay. Yes. All right. That's another thing. Uber and Tampa and Lake County Rideshare are having this little duel on the 28th, which will be pretty fun to watch. Wait. See it again. Say it again. What? Got to get your dash cam. Sorry, lady. I don't know. I think I missed something. 5:20 p.m. on 12/20. Okay, there you go. The 20th or the 32nd. Ooh. All right. With that being said, I'm going to end this now, guys. So you have a great rest of your night. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow with the next video that's going to be live at some point tomorrow afternoon. But as always, never drink and drive. Always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time.